Hello, and welcome to Super English Talks, the place where you improve your English and your life, step by step, word by word. I'm really happy you're here today. Let me ask you a simple but powerful question. Are you truly living, or are you just existing? At first, this question may sound easy, but when you think about it, it's actually very deep. Many people wake up, go to work, eat, sleep, and do the same thing every day. Days and weeks go by, but nothing really changes. There is no excitement, no growth, no new experiences. They are alive, yes, but not really living. They're just existing. So today, we're going to talk about this important topic. We'll look at the difference between living and just existing, how to know if you're only existing, and how to start living a full, happy, and meaningful life. This topic is important because life is a gift. Every day is a new chance to learn, love, grow, and feel alive. But if you're only existing, just going through the motions, you might miss the beauty of life. Some people don't realize they are only existing until something big happens in their life. But you don't have to wait. You can choose to change today. And guess what? You don't need big things to start living fully. Even small actions can make a big difference. A short walk outside, a nice conversation with a friend, learning a new English word, or simply saying thank you in the morning. These are all part of truly living. So, are you ready to explore this idea with me? Let's take this journey together. And remember, this podcast is not only about learning English. It's also about learning how to live better, think better, and grow every day. If you enjoy this episode, don't forget to follow Code Your English and share it with your friends. Also, listen again and speak along to improve your English. Now, let's begin the next part. What does it really mean to live, and what does it mean to just exist? To exist means to be alive in the most basic way. You wake up, eat, go to work or school, come home, and sleep. Then you repeat the same thing the next day. You do what you have to do, but not what you love to do. You don't feel excited. You don't feel like you're growing. You're not really living, you're just getting through the day. It's like living on autopilot. You move through life without thinking much about it. You might feel bored or tired inside, but you're not sure why. This is what it feels like to just exist. What's the difference between living and existing? The difference is all about your connection to life. When you're living, you're awake. Not just with your eyes, but with your heart and mind. You feel things. You care about your time. You want to grow, learn, and enjoy life. When you're only existing, you feel disconnected. The days go by, but they all feel the same. You don't feel excited in the morning or proud at the end of the day. You're just doing what you need to survive, not to enjoy. Think of a flower. A flower that is living is full of color, open to the sun, and beautiful. A flower that is just existing may still be standing, but its color is fading. It's not growing anymore. People can be like that too. Just because someone is walking and talking doesn't mean they're truly alive inside. Now, this doesn't mean life is perfect. We all have hard days. We all go through stress or sadness. But when you're living, you keep trying. You try new things. You care about your life. You look for meaning, even during tough times. Living also means being true to yourself. That means doing things that make you happy, not just doing what others expect or trying to please everyone. When you stop doing what you love, or when you stop listening to your own voice, you slowly stop living. And without knowing it, you start to just exist. So let me ask you again. Are you living or just existing? Think about it for a moment. Do you wake up feeling excited? Do you enjoy your days? Do you have dreams or goals that make you smile? If your answer is yes, that's great. You're living. If your answer is no, that's okay too, because you can change. You can choose to start living more fully starting today. In the next part, let's talk about the signs that show you might be just existing. These signs are common, many people feel them. But once you notice them, you can make small changes. And those small changes can help you feel more alive, more happy, and more connected. Let's keep going on this journey together. Sometimes life feels like it has no excitement. The days feel the same. You wake up, go through your routine, and go to bed. You might even forget what day it is. If this sounds like your life, it might be a sign that you're just existing. Sign 1. You don't have anything to look forward to. When you're living with purpose, you feel excited about something. Even something small like meeting a friend, learning something new, or working toward a dream. But when every day feels boring and there's nothing to look forward to, life starts to feel empty. Sign 2. You have no goals or dreams. Goals give us motivation. They give us a reason to wake up and try. But if you have no goals or dreams, life feels stuck. You feel like you're floating with no direction. You might think things like, "What's the point? It doesn't matter." This is a dangerous feeling because it slowly takes away your hope. You stop thinking about the future. You stop planning. You just do what's in front of you, without energy or interest. Living without goals is like driving a car with no destination. You're moving, but you're not going anywhere that matters. Sign 3. You feel tired or bored every day. Of course, everyone feels tired sometimes. But if you're always tired, even after sleeping, that can be a sign of emotional or mental tiredness. This kind of tiredness doesn't come from your body. It comes from your heart. You might feel bored with everything, no energy, like nothing makes you smile anymore. Even things you used to enjoy don't make you happy now. You're just going through the motions. You're not truly living. Sign 4. You're always waiting for the weekend or holidays. It's normal to enjoy your free time. But if you are always counting down the days until Friday, something might be wrong. If your week feels heavy and you only feel alive on weekends, you're spending 5 out of 7 days just existing. And that's most of your life. Life should not be something you try to escape from. It should be something you enjoy every day, not just on weekends or holidays. Why does this happen? Many people fall into this routine without meaning to. It's not because you're lazy or ungrateful. Life is busy. Life is stressful. Sometimes we forget to take care of our happiness. We forget to ask ourselves, am I happy? Do I enjoy what I do? And slowly, we lose the spark that makes us feel alive. But here's the good news. Once you notice these signs, you can make a change. You don't need to change your whole life today. You can start with small steps. And those small steps will help you feel more alive, more joyful, and more connected to your life. In the next part of this podcast, I'll share with you how to stop just existing and start truly living. Let's continue this journey together. How to know if you are truly living. Now, let's talk about something important. What does it mean to really live, not just exist? Living fully doesn't mean your life is perfect. It doesn't mean you're happy all the time. It means you feel connected to your life. You feel joy, purpose, and meaning in your everyday moments. You don't need money, fame, or a big job to live fully. In fact, many people with simple lives feel more alive than people who have everything. The secret is how they feel inside and how they live each day. Sign 1. You feel thankful for the small things. If you are truly living, You feel grateful each day. You notice little things that make life special. Sunshine in the morning, a kind smile, a warm cup of coffee. You don't just rush through your day. You stop. You breathe. You feel thankful. Even on hard days, you try to find something good. This feeling of gratitude brings peace and joy. You are not waiting for something big to make you happy. You are already happy in the small moments. Sign 2. You do things you enjoy. When you are living fully, you make time for joy. You don't just work and sleep. You also do things that make your heart smile. You might enjoy painting or drawing, reading a good book, cooking something you love, walking in nature, spending time with friends or family. Even if you're busy, you find a few minutes for your hobbies or passions. You don't feel bad for taking time for yourself because you know that joy is a big part of life. These small pleasures bring energy and happiness to your day. They remind you that you are not just surviving. You are truly alive. Sign 3. You have goals, and you're working on them. You don't need big or perfect goals. But when you have something that matters to you, life feels more exciting. Maybe you want to learn a new language, start a small business, get healthy, travel to a new place. Whatever your dream is, it gives you a reason to wake up in the morning. Even if progress is slow, you feel proud because you're moving forward. You're not waiting for life to happen. You're creating it. That's what living looks like. Sign 4. You help others and build real connections. Another sign that you're truly living is when you connect with people or help others. Life isn't just about what you get, it's also about what you give. Helping others makes your heart feel full. It reminds you that you're part of something bigger. You can listen to a friend who's having a hard time, help someone carry their bags, smile at a stranger, say kind words to someone who needs them. These small acts bring deep joy and meaning. When you care for others, you feel more alive. You're not just living for yourself, you're sharing life with others. When you feel grateful, do things you enjoy, chase your goals, connect with people, you are not just existing, you are living. Your life has energy, meaning, and heart. Even if everything isn't perfect, you feel awake inside. You are feeling your life, not just watching it pass by. And here's the best part. You don't need a perfect job, lots of money, or a fancy home to live fully. You just need to choose how you want to live each day. Living fully is a choice, and you can make that choice again and again. Even today. Coming up, why do so many people just exist? In the next and final part, we'll talk about something important. Why do so many people just exist instead of truly living? This happens to a lot of us, and often we don't even realize it. But once we understand why, we can start making small changes that bring life back into our days. Why do people just exist instead of truly living? Let's talk about why so many people live life without really feeling alive. There are many reasons, but here are some of the most common ones. 1. Fear of change. Change can feel scary. Many people stay in the same job, same routine, or same relationship, even if it makes them unhappy.
Why?
Because they're afraid of the unknown. They ask, what if I fail? What if things get worse? So they choose to stay safe, even when that safety feels empty. But here's the truth. Real living often begins outside your comfort zone. If you always avoid change, you may never know what beautiful things are waiting for you. Fear can keep you stuck. And when you're stuck, life loses its color. 2. Too busy or too stressed. Today, life moves fast. People work long hours, care for their families, pay bills, run errands. By the end of the day, they feel tired and stressed. They don't have time to ask, "Am I happy? Is this the life I want?" They're just trying to get through the day. It's like running on a treadmill. You're always moving, but you're not going anywhere. This kind of busy life can make people forget what brings them joy, peace, or meaning. They slowly stop living and start just existing. 3. No purpose or motivation. Some people feel lost inside. They don't know what they want. Maybe they tried before and failed. Maybe no one ever supported their dreams. Without purpose, even small things feel hard. You might eat, work, sleep, but you don't feel excited about life. You ask yourself, what's the point? But purpose gives your life energy. It doesn't have to be big. Even simple goals, like helping someone, learning something new, or growing little by little, can make life feel worth it. 4. Staying in the comfort zone too long. Comfort zones feel safe, but they can also be traps. If you always do the same thing, avoid risks, or never try anything new, you stop growing. You might feel okay, but not truly happy. You might say, "At least I'm not failing." But you're also not moving forward. To feel alive, we need new experiences. We need challenges. We need to step out and try even if it's hard. The good news: you don't have to stay stuck. Even if you've been just existing for a long time, it's never too late to start living fully. You can begin today with one small step. Up next, we'll talk about how you can move from just existing to truly living. We'll look at simple actions that can bring more joy, meaning, and life into your days. Are you ready to take that step? Let's do it together. How to start living fully, step by step. Now that we understand why people often just exist instead of truly living, let's talk about how to make a change. The good news is, you don't need to change your whole life all at once. You don't need to be rich, lucky, or perfect. Living fully starts with small, simple steps. It's not about having the best life. It's about creating a meaningful one. Step 1. Set small goals. When you have no goals, life feels confusing and empty. But when you set small goals, you give your life direction and purpose. Your goals don't have to be big. You can start with reading one book this month, waking up 30 minutes earlier, going for a walk 3 times a week, learning 5 new English words today. Each small goal gives you a reason to wake up and take action. And when you reach your goal, even a tiny one, you feel proud. That feeling gives you energy, motivation, and the belief that you're growing. And growth is a big part of feeling truly alive. Step 2. Try something new. When was the last time you did something for the first time? Doing the same routine every day can make life feel flat and boring. But even a small new experience can bring joy, curiosity, and excitement. You don't need to do something big. You can try a new hobby, take a different route home, learn a few words in a new language, cook a dish you've never made before. New things wake up your heart and your mind. They remind you, life is full of possibility. And every time you try something new, you grow and step a little bit outside your comfort zone. That's when real living begins. Step 3. Spend time with the right people. Who you spend time with matters. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, believe in you, support your dreams, bring out the best in you. Sometimes we don't notice how much negative people affect us. Their words, their mindset, their attitude, these things can make us feel tired or stuck. But being around positive, kind, and motivated people can completely change how you feel. Good people remind you of your own power strength, and potential. They lift you up and make life feel lighter and more joyful. Step 4. Take care of your body and mind. To live fully, you must take care of yourself, both your body and your mind.
Why?
Because when your body feels tired or sick, it's hard to enjoy life. And when your mind is full of stress, fear, or sadness, it's hard to feel alive. Start with small healthy habits. Drink more water. Eat more fresh food. Move your body, go for a walk, stretch, or dance. Sleep enough. Take breaks when you feel tired. But don't forget your mind needs care too. Breathe deeply. Write in a journal. Spend time in silence. Say something kind to yourself each day. Limit negative news or social media. When you feel better inside and out, your energy returns. You feel stronger, more peaceful, and ready to enjoy life. Step 5. Practice gratitude. Gratitude means saying, "Thank you for what you already have." Even when life is not perfect, there is always something to be thankful for. Take time each day to notice the sunlight on your face, the food on your table, a kind word from a friend, your breath, your body, your life. You don't need big things to be happy. Happiness grows when you are thankful for the small things.
Try this.
Each morning or night, say or write 3 things you are thankful for. This simple habit can change your mood, your heart, and your life. Step 6. Live in the present moment. A lot of people are always thinking about the past or worrying about the future. But life only happens now, in this moment. When you live in the present, you start to see and feel more. The sound of birds outside, the feeling of your feet on the ground, the smile of someone you love. Try this. Put away your phone. Take a deep breath. Look around and really notice what's happening right now. Living in the moment helps you feel more alive and more at peace. Step 7. Give back and help others. One of the most powerful ways to feel truly alive is to give. You don't have to give money. You can give your time, your kindness, your attention, or your care. Helping others gives your life more meaning. It reminds you that you are not alone in this world. And when you make someone else smile, you often end up smiling, too. You can help a friend or family member. Say something kind to a stranger. Volunteer for a cause you care about. Send a message to someone who needs encouragement. Simply listen when someone needs to talk. When you give, your heart grows. You feel connected, useful, and full of love. Final thoughts. You can start living today. So, how do you move from just existing to truly living? You start with small steps. Set little goals. Try new things. Be around good people. Take care of your body and mind. Practice gratitude. Be present. And give back. You don't need to wait for a perfect time. You don't need to change everything overnight. Just one step is enough to begin. And that step can be today,
Right now.
because you deserve a life that feels full, joyful, and alive. So I ask you again, are you living or just existing? Let's choose to live. Together. Personal reflection time. Now that we've explored how to move from just existing to truly living, let's pause. This moment is not about listening to someone else. It's about listening to yourself. Ask yourself, am I truly living? What parts of my day feel full of life? What parts feel empty or draining? What small change can I make today to feel more connected to myself?
You don't need all the answers right now.
But simply asking these questions is already a step forward. Sometimes the world gets so loud, we forget to check in with our own heart. Reflection is your chance to do that. It's your chance to slow down, breathe, and reconnect with what really matters to you. Take a notebook or just sit quietly. Give yourself permission to think, to feel, to be honest with yourself. Because clarity doesn't come from rushing. It comes from stillness. Final encouragement. You don't need to wait until next week, next month, or next year. You can start living fully today. Even one small action, one deep breath, one kind word, one choice to care for your soul can start to shift everything. Remember, you are allowed to grow. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to live with joy and purpose. You were not born just to survive. You were born to live fully, truly, and with heart. So go on. Take that first step. You've got this. When you take a quiet moment to look inside your heart and mind, you learn more about yourself. You begin to understand what truly matters. And that's the very first step to creating a life that feels alive, not empty. So, I invite you now to find a calm space. Sit comfortably, take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and let your mind be still. Gently ask yourself these questions. What do I enjoy doing? It might sound simple, but many people never stop to ask this. What parts of your day bring you happiness, relaxation, or excitement? Maybe it's drawing, singing, walking in nature, helping others, or simply sipping a warm cup of tea. When you remember what you enjoy, you reconnect with your true self, and life becomes richer. What makes me smile? Think about the last time you smiled without even realizing it. Was it a child's laughter, a kind word, the sound of birds, or finishing a task you thought was hard? Joy connects you deeply with life. Following joy helps you notice beauty in simple moments and invites you to slow down and savor them. What small step can I take today to live better? Big changes begin with small actions. You don't have to quit your job or move to a new place today. Maybe it's drinking more water, calling a loved one, reading for 10 minutes, or going for a short walk. Even smiling at a stranger or helping someone can spark life inside you. Trust yourself. You know your life best. Take one small step today, then another tomorrow. Over time, these small steps create powerful, meaningful change. As you reflect, be kind to yourself. There are no right or wrong answers here. Don't compare your journey to anyone else's. Your path is yours alone, and the fact that you're here, asking these questions is beautiful. Living fully begins with awareness. When you ask the right questions, you find the right answers. You learn who you are and what truly matters to you. And with that knowledge, you can shape your life with purpose. You don't have to wait for a perfect day or a perfect version of yourself. You can start now with what you have and who you are. So today, take 5 minutes. Sit with yourself.
Ask.
What do I enjoy doing? What makes me smile? What small step can I take today to live better? Then gently listen for the answers that come from your heart. Because you are not here just to exist. You are here to live, to grow, to laugh, to love, to shine. And it all begins with one small question, one honest answer, and one brave step. You've already started. Keep going. Life is waiting for you. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. Remember, living fully is a choice, and it's always within your reach. This question may sound small, but the truth behind it is big. It helps us look at our lives in a new way. It makes us stop and think, am I just going through the motions? Or am I truly enjoying my time here on this earth? Am I waiting for life to happen? Or am I choosing to live each day with purpose? We talked about the difference between living and existing. Existing means you are just surviving. You wake up, go through your day, and then sleep without really feeling connected to anything. You're not growing, not dreaming, and not enjoying much. Living, on the other hand, is different. Living means you feel awake. You feel alive. You enjoy little things. You learn, you grow, you connect with people, and you find meaning in everyday life. Living means you are not just counting the days, you are making the days count. We explored why many people fall into the trap of just existing. Sometimes life becomes busy, hard, or stressful. People get stuck in routines and forget their dreams. Fear, doubt, or sadness can stop us from doing what we love. But here's the good news. You can change it. Even if you've been just existing for a long time, you can still decide to live fully. Life gives you that chance every single day. It's never too late. We also looked at signs that show you may be just existing. Feeling bored all the time, having no goals, or not feeling excited about anything. These signs are not there to scare you. They're there to help you notice and take action. If you feel any of those things, don't be sad. Don't blame yourself. Instead, see it as a wake-up call. It's your inner self saying, "Hey, I want more out of life. I want to feel alive again." And that is a beautiful thing. Then we talked about what it means to live fully. It means having dreams. Spending time with people who lift you up. Trying new things. Learning from mistakes. Being true to yourself. It's about enjoying the small moments. A walk in nature, a laugh with a friend, a quiet moment with your thoughts. Living fully is not about being rich or famous. It's about feeling peace in your heart and energy in your soul. We also shared some very simple, useful steps to help you start living fully. Set small goals. Try new things. Spend time with people who inspire you. Practice gratitude every day. And most importantly, do one thing every day that makes you feel alive. These are not big or difficult things. They're simple, small actions that slowly change your life. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be honest with yourself and take small steps, one day at a time. Then we had a moment of personal reflection, asking powerful questions. What do I enjoy doing? What makes me smile? What small step can I take today to live better? These questions help you understand yourself more. They help you find your purpose, your passions, and your personal path to happiness. Now, here we are at the end, and I want to tell you something important. You have a choice. Every day, you can choose how you want to live. You can choose to continue just existing, or you can choose to start living. You can choose to stay where you are, or you can take one small step toward a better, more joyful life. You don't need to change everything at once. Just choose to live more, feel more, laugh more, and love more. Even small changes can make a big difference. So I invite you now to make that choice. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now.
Choose to live.
Choose to feel alive. Choose to follow your heart and your dreams. Life is short, but it is also beautiful. And that beauty grows when you decide to live it with purpose, with love, and with joy. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope this episode helped you reflect and feel inspired. Remember, you are not alone. We all go through hard times, but we also all have the power to make life better. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep living because you deserve to live, not just exist. If you enjoyed today's episode and found it helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast so you never miss an episode. Also, feel free to share this podcast with your friends and family who want to live more fully and improve their English. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment or send us a message about what you've learned today and how you're starting to live more fully. Keep practicing, stay inspired, and remember, life is too short to just exist. Let's live it to the fullest.